how we store all of our toys, how we rotate through them. I'll show you all the printables and labels that we use for it so that our kids stay engaged with the toys that they're given, they play with them more, and look for trouble in other ways a whole lot less. What's up? I do not know why my voice is so like squeaky and scratchy after the weekend. Let's try again. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Carnahan fam. Today we're finally tackling a highly requested video, which is our toy storage. How we store all of our toys, how we rotate through them. I'll show you all the printables and labels that we use for it so that our kids stay engaged with the toys that they're given, they play with them more, and look for trouble in other ways a whole lot less. Let's get started. So our toys are divided into 4. They rotate once a week on a 4-week rotation. So every 4 weeks they get the same bucket of toys again. This just happens to be week 1. I'll show you what's here and then walk you out to the garage where all the rest of our toys are stored, show you how we kind of systematically go through that, and that's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, so thing number 1, the labels on these bins, you can actually find on our website at thecarnahanfan.com, and they're completely editable. Everything from the little picture on them to the text, completely editable, so you can make them whatever you need them to be for your toy storage. And then on our bins here, I just have these little adhesive business card holders to hold the label on there. I like them like that because they're easily changeable if I want them to, rather than like vinyl. That is a lot harder to change. All you have to do is slip the little card out and put another card in that you want it to be, and bang bang, it's done. And at the same time, while I want them to be easily changeable, theoretically, I don't actually want to change them very often. So I chose on our buckets to make them really generic labels so that I didn't have to change them every single week. I'll show you what I mean. So right here you can see we have cars. And this week you can see we actually have a Mickey train set. But last week it was Hot Wheels and another week it's something else. So I just like to put cars on there so I don't have to change the label every week, and it's generic enough for us to always know what goes in here. Same with this. This is building. This week it's Legos. Sometimes it's wooden blocks, whatever we want to use to build that week. And then we have people, animals, hands-on, which is a fine motor activity, and the pieces to the puzzle that is kept on top. And then these 3 buckets on top are reserved for preschool activities. So the open-ended art project we have, and then just some more preschool activities that we have for actually the month. We're getting ready to start a Me and My World unit, which is why these labels have an earth on them, but I do plan on changing the graphic to match the unit that we're on. So honestly, like that's it in here, and I did that really intentionally because again, I wanted them to be generic enough for me to not have to change them out every week. But on the printables that I included on our website, you can have that freedom to make the labels as specific if you want. So if you wanted to say Barbies or Little People, whatever, you can totally do that. I just want it generic because it keeps it easier for me. I only have to rotate out the toys rather than the labels and the toys. The books in their room rotate out every 2 to 4 weeks based on our preschool unit, but the books in the living room rotate out every week, and I honestly just choose random books for that. And then let's head out to the garage and I'll show you the rest of the toy storage. Welcome to the garage where we have all of our toy storage and more. That's all baby clothes. I'm working on it, okay? Rough walkthrough. These bins right here are our rotation bins, these 4 bins with the colored labels. These here are oversized toys. Those over there on the side, those are toy sets. Duplos, Lincoln Logs, Magnetiles, Marble Tracks. And then there's a couple extra random bins. Some are toys, some are not. Okay, so like I said before, our toys are split into 4 different weeks, and most of the toys rotate through those 6 bins that I showed you: cars, people, animals, building, hands-on, and puzzle. Everything for that week is stored in 1 bin. So in this bin, it has the Hot Wheels, dollhouse for people, colored blocks for building, wild animals for animals, a snapboard for hands-on, and the rainforest animal puzzle for puzzles. And then we also have toys in our living room and one of those Ikea 8 cubey shelf things. I don't have them labeled out there because I don't necessarily want colored labels in the living room. On the bottom of the box here, these are the things that we might be pulling from the oversized section or the toy sets over there. But on the bottom here, we have listed the other things that we'll pull to include in our toy rotation for that week as well. So on week 3, we'll also pull the dollhouse, which makes sense because we're bringing out the dollhouse people and toys. Alpha bots, our hedgehog, hex bugs, Thomas trains, tools, and wooden blocks. Up on the top shelf here, we have a bucket of toys that are not in the rotation, either because they're not really developmentally appropriate for the stages that the kids are in right now, or they just haven't really shown interest in them, so I pulled them from the rotation for now. These are like baby toys, so I gotta go through those. Oversized stuff. And then on this side, you can just see these are tubs of sets of toys. So marble tracks, instruments, dress up, Duplos, building tools, hex bugs, magnetiles, and Lincoln logs. Which, fun fact, I just learned today they're actually called Lincoln logs, like Abe Lincoln. I always thought they were N' logs. They're not. They're Lincoln logs. Okay, so a couple of the things that I wanted to mention are, number 1, if the kids request a specific toy, I prefer to bring it out. I want them to engage with the things that their little brains are thinking of and want to engage with. So another reason why I love the labels on these boxes is I can easily find what random bucket that toy went into. It's also helpful for my husband or when my parents come to be able to find toys and put away his toys too, which I know is going to be a huge help when this little girl arrives. I hope that helped. And remember, your toy rotation can look any way you want it to. I'll be honest, we don't always get our toys rotated out every week. At one point in the winter, we had the same toys for like 2 months. But this is what we go for. This is the goal. It helps to keep our kids stimulated. It helps to give them new experiences and opportunities to be able to manipulate toys. And it's nice to see developmentally, as they get a little bit older, the different ways that they interact with the toys or the things that they might find interesting, like 4 weeks later, since they haven't seen that toy in a while. So whether you're rotating your toys every 1 week, 2 weeks, month, it doesn't matter. Find a way that works for your family and call it good. Again, check out these printables on our website at thecarnahanfam.com. I like putting labels and signs on everything, like everything. And a huge shout out to my mom who came a couple weeks ago, helped me get all of this stuff reorganized after it was sitting in my garage in utter post-winter chaos. So thank you, Mama. Mwah. Moms are always the best. And that includes you. You are also the best. Way to go. Okay, that's all. We have all of our preschool materials in a whole nother area, and we'll do a tour on that some other time. But if there's anything else you want to see, let us know. In the meantime, share pics with us on the way that you are organizing your toys, because we'd love to see. All right, now that these toys are organized, it's time to play. I'm gonna go get my kids. We'll see you again next time. Bye.